All tips have been touched.
I was thinking we should record these.
What, these conversations of
Yeah,
ours?
we should.
Yeah, we could crack it wide open.
I think we should try.
Do you think there should be a ranch spray?
Are we recording this one?
Yeah.
A ranch spray?
Yeah, in the same way like you have like Glade plugins or stuff like that. Like,
oh, you're talking about like a air freshener that smells like ranch?
Yeah. Sort of like a Febreze, and you say like.
I thought you meant like spray butter, but like with ranch.
They should have that too. But I'm talking about. I'm just purely as a matter of like ranchification.
Is that a thing?
What I'm saying is that it should be. I'm saying that this should be a category of product. Like when
you've actually invented two products. Yeah. You've invented ranch flavored air freshener.
Yeah, but then also ranch as an aerosol.
Yeah, you invented mist ranch.
Here's the reality, Michael, is that there's no reason to buy two products. I mean, why not just get it all?
Just spray your house.
Just
with
get it out of the way.
Fine mist of ranch.
Get it out of the way. Or a situation where
people come in and sit down, like. It smells delicious in here.
Like, yeah, they're instantly appetized.
And then they lick their fingers, but tastes delicious in here too.
And your furniture,
yeah,
they're going mad like cats. They're just rolling around, tongues out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're cleaning your house. I mean, your house is getting clean because the ranch has driven them into such a state that they feel compelled to polish with their tongue, yes, but every surface of your home.
Yeah.
Just in an effort to get that flavor. Now, imagine a situation where the filter for your home central system is replaced with a sort of ranch membrane. So that hot or cold. Yeah, exactly. So that hot or cold, you're getting ranched.
That sounds pretty good.
You're getting ranched.
Why all the talk about ranch?
It's just something I've been thinking about. No, it's like I have had the pleasure of securing lunch for you several times recently because we've had so much shit to do.
Yeah.
And I get the ranch. It's like ranch for thee, but not for me. Like we have exactly the same
on your sandwich, on your chicken and cheddar sandwich.
We have exactly the same sandwich, except yours is enranchinated. It's enranched.
Well, you also don't add bacon.
I guess that's
true. I get the chicken and cheddar plus bacon
and lettuce.
And then when it goes through, the oven.
Is the lettuce? I mean, in your mind, like, is the lettuce like mathematically opposite of the bacon? Like, you get the lettuce.
No, I just like the flavor. I actually like the flavor of it on that sandwich. I don't think of it as. I mean, I'm not trying to eat healthy.
No, God no.
But it's nice to have a little lettuce in there with the sandwich.
A little lettuce tastes good. Up in. All right, fair enough.
No, I'm not. If I was trying to eat healthy, I wouldn't get the brownie cookie along with my ranch chicken fucking sandwich.
Your ranch chicken missile.
It's a cookie and a brownie.
At once.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we need to...
Someday my metabolism will fail, and I'm going to gain 300 pounds in like one night.
What's funny is
it's just going to give out.
Yeah, but it won't even be because you ate more calories.
No.
Like, it's just going to happen. All of a sudden, like, very quickly. Very quickly. And they will say that you were so young and full of life. They will say things like that.
Right.
Because it's on the card. It's being held up. But, in any case, so you were going to go on a wilderness adventure.
Yeah, we're going camping.
Right.
This week. We borrowed some friends of ours. They have a tent trailer. We were going to sleep in our tent like we did last time.
I've never heard the term tent trailer.
Is that true?
Is that a real tent trailer?
Or what do you call me? Like a camper?
No, that's real. Indeed. I would call it a camper, but I see what you mean here. Yeah. So you expand this motherfucker, and it's like a house in a capsule?
It's a little flat thing, and then when you get there, you turn this fucking crank, and it pops up. It's a pop-up, like tent trailer. We used to have one when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I never saw that at your house.
This would have been when I was
Cali?
a little kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we borrowed it from our neighbors and we're gonna take it up there.
Man, I would sleep in one of these.
Yeah, it looks fun.
That looks comfortable as hell.
We ran through the setup process the other night. He helped us. Like I set it all up, took it all down. So I think I got it.
I feel like there's some opportunities there. I'm not saying we have to make it. I'm not saying we have to make a comic strip out of it, but I'm looking at these devices.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, it was complex.
Yeah, God only knows how you have to seal it.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on.
Oh, but anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna go to Scotland.
You're going to Scotland.
Yeah, the land of the Scots,
Yeah.
as I understand it. I'll probably see a couple.
Are you excited?
I am super excited.
Yeah.
Yes. We're doing this weird thing. So Brenna's dad had this like crazy fantasy. Maybe I've talked about it before, but also the fantasy I guess isn't that crazy. But essentially, there is these old waterways in the UK all over the place that you can sort of like vacation on now. And it's like these sort of squat houseboat thingies that you just tool around on this shit.
Like rivers? Are they like?
They're like channels.
Channels. Okay.
I think that they're man-made rivers. But that sounds all right.
So you rent the like
exactly.
a houseboat?
Exactly.
Do you get the driver too?
No, you drive them.
You drive the houseboat?
Yeah, it's not hard. They're long and thin. My understanding is that it is not difficult.
Who's driving the boat?
Well, like I say, this is Brenna's dad's fantasy.
He's like a boat guy, right?
Yeah, he like builds them and repairs them and shit like that.
So he's probably going to be the cat. You're not going to drive the boat.
No, I'm going to try to make sure that my children stay mostly out of the water.
Who drives the boat at night? Or do you park it somewhere?
You park it. The ghosts.
Ghosts too.
Scottish ghosts.
So there's a place to kind of like tie up and get out and look around and then...
I hope so. We'll probably just park it sideways in the channel. Just park it sideways and just call it good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
At that point.
Right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do they speak Scottish?
Yes.
Yeah?
They do. All the time.
What's that sound
And
like?
not just for fun, like not just to fuck with you.
Oh, okay.
No, I am dialed up to make this shit happen.
Well, we need to make that shit happen. We need to make a comic strip.
That's right. We're gonna see what is going on out there.
Yeah.
I guess Pluto is a thing.
We got some new pictures of Pluto. Yeah.
Some weird ass shapes on that surface, man.
Yeah. What's the game news situation look like? Is it grim?
Well, Michael, I can help you.
Is it Grim Fandango?
Oh.
See what I did?
Oh.
See what I did?
Iwata dying. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess it was a surprise to me.
Well, he looks really young.
He looks very young and
like he has like a super young face.
Well, he was young. He was 55.
Yeah, that doesn't. That.
Shit, man, that's super young.
Yeah, but it was so, I don't know. It was so fun to see him on those videos.
Yeah,
he seemed like he was really happy.
I think he was having a good time. Yeah, I don't know that there's a comic in that.
No, I mean we have definitely.
Someone's gonna draw Mario crying, and that's fine, but it doesn't have to be us.
Yeah. It's just like here are the Iwata strips that you are not allowed to make. Right?
Yeah.
No crying Marios. I saw a really good one from Meowza though.
Yeah.
That it was sort of like it was him, but he was up on those cute little clouds. Yeah, you'd have to see the execution. I thought it was cute. Yeah, nyar nyar.
I don't know.
Oh, see, no. So for you, that's a subset of the political cartoon, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is.
That's like it's gonna be Iwata.
When somebody dies, I mean, they must. It's like Christmas for them.
They get overjoyed.
Yeah,
like,
they all get to figure out how the fuck to draw this person who died.
Yeah, but they all figure it out
90% of them draw the same way.
They all figure it out exactly the same way. It's all Peter.
It's all Christopher Reeves getting up out of the wheelchair to fly into heaven
As Superman.
I mean, that's all it is. That's what it is. They all have the same idea.
Yeah, but definitely, it's like, so how do you do a bad version of the St. Peter?
We did it. Remember when Carrie Gygax died? I did the red dragon with the tear.
No, listen. That comic.
Oh, did you think that was a?
That comic was awesome.
Oh,
It said rolling in his grave.
yeah.
Yeah, that comic was live. There's nothing wrong with that comic. That comic was great.
Okay.
I'm not saying that
You didn't think that was like a statement on those types of comics?
like the best stuff of that kind, it was both. But no, in this case, there's no question, but I'm saying like, but what's that conversation? That St. Peter conversation, right?
Oh, where they get to the gate? And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he get to the gate and he's got his big book.
He's like, "Can you help me get past World 3-2?"
Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it. Oh, you
That's the
fucking
one.
monster.
Woo!
Oh my God, you're Satan.
Oh,
Satan the devil.
yeah. See, it's that easy.
So you have Mario crying.
Yeah.
We'll just get them all out of the way.
Mario crying. You got St. Peter asking for help on World 3-2.
Yeah, he's like, I hate to see you under the circumstances, but listen, I'm having a little trouble. God, what's the third one? I'm trying to think.
Let's see.
You Satans.
I thought of a really horrible one. Like, I imagine this political cartoonist, like he's
Well,
new.
they still have to get them printed. Like, if they won't print it, they have to draw a whole other comic.
Yeah, he's new, and he knows that this guy just died. He knows he's in a Nintendo somehow, and he's like, everyone's gonna be doing a comic. I got to do one too. And he draws a coffin with like 2 controllers plugged into it. That's bad.
Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. I have. Oh. I wanted to see some examples of the form.
Oh, yeah.
And so here is Gabriel, and he says, next, Gary Coleman. And then Gary Coleman says, "What you talking about, Gabriel?" Which should land you in prison.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, that's it. So you have the controllers. I wonder, is there a way? No, probably not, right?
No, there's not. That's the whole point. There's no way. It's nothing like there's no such thing as a tasteful way to do that. I don't think.
God, who is this devil? There's this specific devil who
you
makes.
You find a cartoonist.
Well, I found a vein.
Yeah,
It's
it's a big thing.
No, and it's like Billy Mays, and then it says, and then the advertisement by like on the coffin says Oxy Coffin.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you, man?
I'm telling you, man, when someone dies, these cartoonists just start jacking their dicks.
Oh, they get cranked.
Yeah.
They just start generating watts.
It's fucking disgusting. Now, obviously, when I die, I would like a tasteful cartoon.
Drawn by me.
Maybe I should draw my own ahead of time.
Dude, yeah, exactly. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't... But honestly, like in a meta way, I wonder if that isn't a good concept for a strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to make sure that you get it done right. But so you can't leave it up to cartoonists.
No, you can't.
No, that's what we've learned.
They're gonna get it wrong every time.
They have one thing.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, maybe first of all, like, what
can't
makes
leave it
you
in their
think you
hands.
will merit a political cartoon about your passing?
Well, no, but
That's
just
some hubris.
But that's just it. Like, it doesn't matter what threshold you're at,
Yeah.
because there's cartoonists at the lower threshold also.
Oh, they'll draw a picture of anybody who died.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that that's actually what's going on. Like, there's always going to be, like, for your like circle of hell,
Right.
there's going to be a cartoonist parasite
Right.
on that ring. Oh, so you actually already drew the hashtag one. Okay.
It's drawn.
I can erase that text. So we actually got a good comic out of that neural network thing.
Yep.
I like that one.
That was funny.
It's kind of Pluto thing. Let's see. Here's a mod. Turns Dark Souls gray.
So, I figured out my Apple shit yesterday in terms of like, have you ever gone in? Do you know anything about your Apple ID and like how it interacts with all the different Apple devices your family owns?
Oh, totally.
Do you have a family sharing account, or do they all just like? How does Brenna get the music that you buy? Or like, does that?
She has her own music.
So she has her own Apple ID.
Yeah, she
card
has her
attached to it?
That's right. She has her own Apple ID for apps and stuff like that.
So you don't have access to any of the music she buys?
She rarely buys music. You know, most of the music that she had was actually synced. It's just a collection of stuff that gets synced.
Oh, okay.
From the backup, right? Generally speaking, the music that we listen to is on streaming services, so it isn't a conversation we have to have in our fam.
Yeah.
Right? And I bet that that's more and more true. We never bought tons and tons and tons of Apple music.
Oh, okay. Because we have like a lot of music.
Yeah. Now where we share, that's Kara, right? I mean, we share any device that is not Brenna's phone. We share on my account just for apps.
For apps, right?
Apps. That's the coin of the realm.
But what you're doing is you're putting your account in on that device.
On every one of those devices, yes, it signs in. So where did you run into Trubs?
Well, I started to get into this weird situation when we got the Apple Watches.
Where your parents went away for a week's vacation?
No. They left the keys to the brand new Porsche.
Okay. Please continue.
Seriously.
Sorry, I understand this is an important topic.
I had an Apple ID.
Yeah.
Right? My Apple ID.
Right.
That I just put on everyone else's device so that they could have all of our music and shows. Like all of our movies are on there. Like,
oh yeah, because you actually use Apple TV in the living room.
Yeah, we're like tied into that ecosystem. And so all the iPads, every iPod, like everything.
Yeah.
And so then you get into this weird iMessaging thing where it like it starts sending your messages to different.
What happens is that invariably it starts to broadcast your erotic texts.
Well, none of them were erotic.
Oh.
But we noticed that like I kept getting messages on all these different devices that I was sending a text, or I would get my own text back. Like it was all fucked up. And so I ended up taking like an afternoon to figure out fucking Apple ID and family sharing, and I got like every iDevice in the house set up correctly so that now like I actually have my own account, Kara has her own account, but she has access to all of my music, like all the music that we all bought under my original account.
Sure.
It's just fucked.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun weekend. That's what you want to be doing.
Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't bad. And I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I understand something. It's a dad thing.
Yeah.
Like my dad would go work in the garage. And it's like, oh, he's just working again. But yeah, you know, he's doing something that has to be done and it's a pain in the ass. But nobody's bothering him. You know what I mean? Like when I was doing, I told everyone, I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. For a little while, you might not be able to watch your shows. You might not be able to, like, it's going to be weird for a while. But I need everyone's devices, and I need everyone, like, I'm going to do this. Like, so just leave me alone. And I went to work, and I did it. I figured it out, but nobody bugged me.
Well, no, and we've discussed that before where, you know, for whatever reason, like, a lot of my job as a dad now really is like IT drudgery.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the dad used to have to fix the car or like fix stuff around the house.
Yeah,
exactly. Like the new dad has to figure out the Wi-Fi, why the Wi-Fi doesn't work in the basement.
Well, exactly. And it's completely the same thing.
Yeah.
It's completely the same thing.
We don't actually mind doing it that much.
No, and it carves out time, but absolutely, like I have to go and do the same kinds of stuff that, you know, if I had to take down the network briefly at an elementary school,
right?
Like I have to go around and I have to tell Ronya that, okay, sorry, Equestria Girls might pause for a second here, but
Yeah.
it's going to come back, and you'll be able to, see if she's able to get together with Flash Sentry. By the end,
I got deep.
probably going to happen
Yeah, that's my guess. I don't even watch the show.
a little, but yeah, because they kind of need to set stuff up for Rainbow Rocks because
All right, we get it. We get it.
that's enough pony shit out of you.
I don't know. Maybe there's a comic in that idea of that dad is as family tech support.
The IT,
Yeah,
there definitely is an IT thing.
yeah.
Yeah. You get called into the office, especially with this shit with the printing.
Oh God, printing is the worst.
Fucking.
You know what I did? And Kara doesn't listen to these podcasts, so
you're lucky.
I can say this.
Yeah.
Our fucking printer is one of these. I don't know, do you have a Wi-Fi printer? Like it's supposed to just connect to the printers via Wi-Fi or the computers?
I have a networked printer, but I've never been so bold as to attempt a Wi-Fi printer.
Tried a Wi-Fi printer, and I could never get this fucking thing to work. And then one time, Kara got it to work with a specific one specific computer that we had.
Oh, and in the prosecution of a bizarre ritual.
And so I said at that point, you know what? You figured it out. Now you're the printer person. Like, I'm actually not going to invest any brain power in this printer.
Did that work?
It did. Anytime the printer's not working now, she'll go, the printer's not working, and I go, I don't know anything about that printer. And she's like, I'll figure it out. Whereas everything else in the house, I'll still try to figure out, right?
That is interesting.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's probably way better.
It works. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not only does it work, but at the end of the day, I bet that having that space carved out, and with proven expertise,
right.
I bet that is probably more functional than just making it all about your specialized knowledge.
Right.
Right?
You have a lot more specialized knowledge even though than I do. I think it would be harder for you to get away with something like that.
Yeah. That's not, yeah.
I might be able to figure it out, but you would obviously be able to figure it out. You would, I could spend all night on that printer and not do jack. It could still be broken.
Yeah, in my mind, I've thought of several solutions.
Yeah.
To your printer problems.
See, for me, my solution was I just put the shit on a memory stick and I stick that in the printer and I print.
Oh, you don't even try to fucking
the
remote
Wi-Fi.
print it?
No. The 1 or 2 times a year that I have to print a piece of paper.
Well, that's true. The role of the printer is severely deprecated, for you anyway.
Yeah.
Moms have to print shit out all the time.
What the fuck are they printing? My parents were over this weekend, and my dad's like, oh, thinking about getting a laptop. And I got him an iPad. And
specifically to avoid the laptop.
Yeah.
Because now the laptop, that's not something you can have Kara fix for him.
No.
Right?
And I was like, you don't need a laptop, Dad. Why do you need a laptop? He goes, I want to put some programs on there. And I go, what program? What program could you possibly want to put on a computer?
Dad.
And he's like, he wants to get text to speech or no, voice to text.
He wants a dictation program.
Yeah, he wants a dictation program.
For his memoir?
I don't know. Did I tell you that story?
No. I just made that up.
Uh-oh. No, it's not memoirs. It was really interesting, though. Remember I told you how I was having a conversation with him about Nightlight, and he's like, I just don't understand how you come up with these ideas. And I said, I just think about dumb stuff all the time. I'm not, he's like, how do you waste your time? To him, it's a waste of time to think about fantasy lives. And I was like, don't you ever daydream? And he's like, not really. I mean, I have things I have to think about. And I got him to admit that sometimes he'll consider thinking about playing golf.
Yes.
But I was like, okay, so you're imagining yourself playing golf. Oh, hold on, Kara's calling.
She knows.
Hello? That's pretty cool. I was talking to my phone or into my watch like
Dick Tracy.
Secret Service agent.
Which is not even a reference from our own culture.
So I was like, okay, you're pretending that you're playing golf, or you're imagining you're playing golf. Do you ever imagine that you're a professional golfer? And he goes, no, I would never do that. He laughed at the idea, that's ridiculous. To allow yourself that,
Well, that luxury.
Yeah. And I was like, we were talking about it, and finally he admitted, he's like, I did have one idea one time for a story. And he has a detective story.
Are you fucking kidding
I'm
me?
not even kidding you. He has like a private eye and like a location and some bad guys and
This old coot.
yeah, my dad.
He's got this fucking detective shit clanking around in there.
So he
needs dragon.
he wants
needs
dragon, I guess,
dictate.
so that he can dictate his private eye story.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And you did, and you said absolutely, Dad.
Well-
let's go to the Microsoft store. And I'm your son. I want to support you.
I
right?
said
Is
that
what
we
you said?
could
Or-
get him an app that would do that. I'm sure there's got to be an app.
Well, if the device has Siri,
Yeah,
it must have the ability.
he's got to
do
be
that.
able to do that.
Yeah.
And I said, let's figure that out. And he goes, well, I also like to print things. And it's like, what do you print? And he couldn't even name us. He couldn't tell me anything.
Dirty pictures.
But he wants to know that he can print something. It's not printing dirty pictures.
I bet that it's.
Why
for
would you
whatever
print out a dirty picture?
But I'm saying that, like, for him, it's like it's got to be. He needs the hard
Fucking
copy.
shut up.
You know what I mean?
He's not printing out dirty pictures.
I bet that it's like it's just not the same. He's holding the iPad. It's like too heavy. He can't hold it in one hand. It's like, oh. He's like, I need a printer. It's like I need to print out some of this,
All right.
some of these materials.
Fucking stop it.
He wants to print individual
No,
frames.
he's. I'm sure he's printing like model railroad instructions or so. I mean, he's got some reason, I guess. But
I agree,
I don't know why. I don't want him to have a laptop because
because it'll be inconvenient for you.
it really would.
But the laptop is what will allow him to achieve his dreams.
No, it won't. I can get his dreams achieved on an iPad. I'm sure of it.
Listen, or I can scale these dreams down. Just like in Photoshop, like I will grab the upper left and lower right corners of his dream
I can find a version of this dream that fits on an iPad.
and I will shrink it. And I will maintain the ratios of his dream, but I will make it smaller.
That's funny.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, that's really funny. I don't know if there's a comic in that. Oh, it's a huge setup. you need 3 comics to set that joke up.
And it's just like he wants to. He's got like some kind of detective novel that he wants to write. He wants a laptop to do it. That's the first 3 comics. I was trying to do it, and then I was like, "What if this is a fucking novel?" I can't. This is like the novel your dad wants to write when he isn't printing out pornography.
We could just find a couple of minutes in a day where he's not printing out porn to write this detective novel.
Just stacks and stacks. He's like, I always dreamed this day would come.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is funny, though.
It is funny.
That is funny. Could you dilute it?
I will find a version of his dream that fits on an iPad. Well, you're just going to scale his dream down.
No, I'll maintain the ratios. No, I'll tick the box that says maintain ratio.
Maintain ratio.
I'm not cruel. I'm not a monster. But if I get him a laptop, then he's gonna call me with his laptop problems. I tell you, all you need is an iPad. That's it.
Maybe his dreams are too big for an iPad. Well, then we're going to have to find a version of his dreams that fit on an iPad.
That fit on a tablet. No, I refuse to believe that. If I get a laptop so we can write some kind of detective novel. But if he gets a laptop, he's going to be calling me all the fucking time with his laptop problems. I'm just typing it out to see if it'll fit here.
Yeah.
It could be that it's all dumb and...
Let's just type it out.
Yeah.
Laptop trouble. Maybe his dreams... I told him an iPad was fine. I told him an iPad is all he needs. Maybe his dreams are too big for an iPad. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
We can find a version of his dreams that will fit on an iPad. So you're just gonna kill his dreams like that. I'm shrinking them, scaling them down, but I'm maintaining the ratio. I checked that box. It's the same dream,
It's the same dream, just a little smaller.
just a little smaller.
God, that is really brutal.
It is really brutal.
Is that why you like it?
Probably.
Yeah. It's the same dream. It's just a little smaller. Which means it's not the same dream.
No, it's not.
By definition.
It's a horrible thing to say. I don't know why I like horrible things so much.
Well, I can tell you why.
Nah, it's okay. Not on this podcast.
Okay.
You
know what?
I don't want to open that door.
You know what?
I can keep that one shut.
You know what? Let's keep this one light. All right. All right. I'll tell you, as soon as I turn it off, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit. There's a version of his dream that fits on an iPad. Laptop, so we can write some kind of...
I'm just going to help him get a laptop so he can write some kind of
detective novel.
I told him all he needs is an iPad.
If he gets a laptop, he's going to be calling me all the time with his laptop problems.
Yeah, with his laptop problem.
I said...
Trubs. With laptop trubs.
I said, Dad, get an iPad.
An iPad.
Maybe his dream is bigger than an iPad. Maybe it's a laptop dream.
Bullshit. The version of his dream that fits on an iPad.
No, it fits on a tablet.
It fits on a tablet. Is there a way to have Tycho not say dream again? I don't know. Because the line that would set up Gabe, right, is like you're...
It's the same down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, Dad, get an iPad. Maybe his book fantasy doesn't fit on an iPad. Right?
Yeah. Bullshit. There's a version. His dream fits on a tablet.
I'm not killing it.
Not killing his dream. Just shrinking it. But I'm maintaining this. I'm maintaining the ratios. It's the same dream. It's just smaller.
Just a little smaller.
It's a little smaller.
I'm not killing his dream. I'm just shrinking it. Shrinking a dream just makes my soul pinch up.
Just shrinking it. Just shrinking it.
To a manageable. I'm just shrinking it down.
I maintained the ratios. It's the same dream.
I'm maintaining the ratios. I'll tick that box. I'll click that box.
I'll tick that box. It's the same dream, just a little smaller.
I said, Dad, get an iPad. Maybe his novelist fantasy doesn't
require a laptop. Maybe his novelist fantasy requires a laptop. Maybe his...
Yeah. Yeah, because that's a big part of it. I think he wants to sit, he wants to dictate.
To type.
And sometimes he wants to type. I feel like the keyboard, and, far be it from me to say, but the keyboards and writers have long been associated. There's always been an overlap.
Yeah. Is that strip done?
Let's see. God, there's an extra usage of dream. God damn it.
Yeah.
Here. So my dad wants a laptop so he can write some kind of detective novel. But if he gets a laptop, he's gonna be calling me all the time with his laptop drops. That is a Gabe line for real.
Yeah, it is.
So Dad, get an iPad. Maybe his novelist fantasy requires a laptop. Bullshit. we just need this loading the line that comes off the end of this here.
Off of bullshit?
Yeah. The tablet version.
Well, if Tycho just said fantasy, can Gabe not say dream again? Is it still too much?
Well, the problem is that you move into frame 3 and then it begins with I'm not killing his dream.
Oh, right.
And which I feel like is the right thing to set up that last run.
It is.
Because he actually says dream twice. Because he's killing his dream and then it's the same dream. So it's the idea that there's a tablet version of this thing in the same way that there's an app for it, right?
Right.
There's an app for this.
I guarantee there's an app for this.
I guarantee.
Yeah.
All right. I will read it to you now, and you tell me if it is correct.
Okay.
My dad wants a laptop so he can write some kind of detective novel, but if he gets a laptop, he's going to be calling me all the time with laptop trubs. I said, Dad, get an iPad. Maybe his novelist fantasy requires a laptop. Bullshit. I guarantee you there's an app for this. I'm not killing his dream. See, now it doesn't...
Yeah,
Now there's no connective tissue.
And we lost a dream that fits on an iPad.
Yeah, exactly. So it's about the scale. Nope. We're up to the challenge.
I'm losing faith in this one.
You need to tough it out, mister. You got to get back on the horse.
Okay.
Whatever the horse is in this metaphor, you need to get back on it and do whatever's appropriate.
Okay.
In that context.
Okay. I'm on it. Or enter it or...
Yeah, whatever. Listen,
I'm attached to it.
Just get
in
it
a beneficial
I'm associated
way.
in some way. I've entered into a lease with it.
I'm bound to its mall.
That's right. You have no choice but to bind something to your mall. If you're not bound to your mall, what are you?
Nothing.
Right. Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad we could find consensus.
Okay. What if that just moves the problem. You know what? What if we have to make some deep cuts in frame 2?
Yeah.
So what's in frame 1 right now?
That's the setup. Dad wants a laptop trubs.
Laptop trubs. And then frame 2 starts with I told him
Yeah, get an iPad.
Get an iPad. And then what if Tycho says it sounds like you're killing his dreams? And then we go into I'm not killing his dreams, I'm just shrinking it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it kind of sounds like you're killing his dreams, dream killer.
It sounds like you're killing his dreams, dream killer. I'm not killing it, I'm shrinking it.
Not killing his dream. I'm just shrinking it down. I'm maintaining the ratios. I'll tick that box. It's the same dream, it's just a little smaller. There you go.
Good.
But when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's wetter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release, get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray, and yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin displayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.